Hey guys, what's up? I'm Just for MLBBaseballBlogs. Guys, my voice has improved a little bit, so I can speak up a little bit better now. A quick update before we head into the Nationals recap. I would like to finish the 30 teams and 30 recaps the day that spring training is officially over. I heard there's like 15 or 16 games left in spring training, so that means I really have to pick up the pace in covering all these teams. I'm not even close to the 10 mark, so I really have to pick this up, and I really want to cover more teams a day, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be covering 2 teams a day. One team's going to be uploaded tomorrow morning, and then the next maybe 3 teams tomorrow. I'm going to have one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and I'll cover one at night. So you guys will be seeing a 3-team tomorrow, and I'll give you an update on who those 3 teams are. So I would really much want to end the 30 teams 30 recaps on the day spring training ends, so that we can just head right into the season coverage. I'll be announcing the opening day starters from every team around the majors, just to tell you guys that I'm just waiting for here to get the season ready, and I really want to take off talking about the regular season. So I'm going to be covering I'm going to be giving you a lot more recaps than just doing one team a day. So there's going to be multiple teams a day. So expect more uploads to be uploaded tomorrow. So let's get down to the Nationals. The Nationals are going to be a most improved team in baseball this year, and just in my book. Jim Riggleman's a decent manager. I just think that they're going to be a good team. I think Jim Riggleman is going to be a good manager for the Nationals this season with their new acquirements. Jayson, Werth, one of the acquirement for the Nationals this year. They lost Adam Dunn, but they acquired a replacement at first base, and Adam LaRoche coming over from the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I'll get all into that in the future of this video. Alright, so the 2010 Washington Nationals, they were improved by their record. They were a 59 game winner in 2009, and in 2010 they won 69 games, but they lost a high amount of games at 93. Their 2010 payroll was $66,275,000. I cannot really go anything wrong, but I think that they're going to be spending, I think, a little bit more when this season is over. Their division finished in 2011. I say they're going to be in 4th place. They're not going to be in last place anymore. They're going to be in 4th place. They could be a contender in 3rd. I'll be really shocked if they can make 3rd place. I mean, if you just look at their lineup, I'm just really like wow in my mouth. Like I'm shocked on how can this team turn around signing some big name players. So I have them in 4th. They could be a contender for 3rd versus the Mets, but I just think that's not going to happen. So here's the reason why. Let's start off with their pitching rotation. At number 1, I have Livan Hernandez, who is a valuable pitcher in the rotation. They don't have Steven Strasburg right now. Livan Hernandez is going to be the ace of their squad right now, because Steven Strasburg had Tommy John surgery, and I was like, if this kid was to be healthy until the end of last season, going into spring, and he's gonna get the job, I can see that Steven Strasburg outbeating Livan Hernandez for the opening day starter. But with Steven Strasburg out until late September, I mean, what's the whole point of him pitching if he's gonna come into late September? Because that's how Tommy John surgery takes 10 to 14 months to heal. And I'm like, what's the whole point of pitching this season if they're projected to come back late in September? I mean, there's just no point. I mean, just wait till next season. And that's what the Nationals are saying. I mean, there's just no point. So Livan Hernandez is going to be the opening day starter. Last season for the Nationals, he was 10-12, short of a 500 win mark. He almost at 12-12. He had an ERA of 3.66 and 211 innings pitched last season. Really decent pitcher. He was really much improved. He improved in some places. He's a veteran starter. Easy arm action from 3/4 to low 3/4. He had a high 3/4 last season, but he really improved to stay kind of low and still manage his fastball and curveball. So I really have him being a decent pitcher. The number 2 starter is, this guy's kind of tricky, Jayson Marquis. Come over from the Colorado Rockies. Last season, I think he signed a free agent contract with the Nationals in 2010, and he was just awful. I mean, he was just not the guy who you wanted to see pitching. I mean, for the Nationals, last season he was 2-9 with a high ERA at a 6.60 with 58.2 innings pitched. I mean, this guy should at least spend time down in the minors last season, but that's not what the Nationals did. They gave him time in the majors. I mean, they just had to get their pitching rotation. That's when Strasburg came in for, I think it was 4 or 5 starts, and then he was already out. So I just think that Jayson Marquis still has time to improve. I don't know why I have him so high, but I think the Nationals need help at their number 2 starter, Jayson Marquis. At number 3, we have a upcoming star, Jordan Zimmermann. I don't think he has a relation with third baseman Ryan Zimmerman, but Jordan Zimmermann, this guy has been down in the minor leagues for quite some time. He was just waiting for a call. Last season, he was one of the top 3 breakthrough stars in my book for the Nationals. Last year for the Nationals, he was 1-2 with a 4.94 ERA. He had 31 innings pitched. I mean, he was pretty decent. He can improve in some areas. He has clean delivery from a high 3/4, challenges hitters from a 90 to a 95 mile an hour fastball that trends to fairly straight moves all up in 4/4. That means like it moves a lot when he throws it. He a year removed from Tommy John surgery. This guy came back from Tommy John surgery, so he's just getting ready to warm up and just ready to take that number 3 spot for the Nationals this season. Number 4, I think the number 4 spot is going to go to John Lannon. This guy, I can't really say a lot about him because I don't really know him. But last season for the Nationals, he was 8-8 with a 4.65 ERA on 143 innings pitched. I mean, that's not that bad. He had a 500 record. That's pretty decent. But I think that he's going to be a decent pitcher. He could probably outbeat Jayson Marquis for a number 2 spot. But yet again, you got Jordan Zimmermann, who is a young athlete and could probably beat Marquis for the number 2 spot. And wrapping up the rotation, you have Yuneski Maya. He is a prospect for in the Nationals organization. He's going to be a decent pitcher. I've heard like a lot of people talking about him. I mean, our school is like a big baseball buzz school. We talk about everything. All my friends are baseball fanatics, so we know a lot about the Nationals. We know all about all these teams, so we just talk like logistics with the Nationals and all these other teams. But people say that Yuneski Maya is going to be a breakout star, and we actually have him winning 8 or 9 games and maybe losing at least 4 or 5. He's not going to be a double-digit winner this season, but he's going to be a good breakthrough star for the Nationals for years to come. So that is the pitching rotation, guys. And in the relievers, we got Drew Storen, who's going to be closing out for the Washington Nationals. Tyler Clippard's going to be a setup guy. I think Clippard was the closer last season for a couple of appearances. And then you got Sean Burnett, a really hot Sean Burnett. Last season he was on fire. He was a delicate pitcher. The National, this guy was just blowing up, and he said that he would really want to compete for the closing spot in the bullpen, and he said he just really wants to be the closer. I heard him talking to one of the reporters for NASN, I think that's the sports channel for Washington, and he said, I wouldn't mind competing for the closer spot, but he said the Nationals would really want him as a relief pitcher, so Sean Burnett's pretty much going to stay where he is. So let's go on to the free agent signings. You guys got the number 1 guy, Jayson Werth, a 7-year deal, over $100 million. I mean, this guy just came through at the right time for the Nationals. I think they're going to win the Most Improved Team award if there is an award for that. I just think that this guy, I can't really say anything. I mean, Jayson Werth is just a beast all around. He really came into clutch last year for the Philadelphia Phillies, making a run but losing in the championship versus the Phillies. Last year for the Phillies, this guy had 27 home runs, 85 RBIs, and an average of a .296. I mean, the Nationals are going to be an improved team. I have to say it again. They're going to be an improved team this year. I can actually see them winning 75 games. I mean, Jayson Werth is going to have this team on its back with Ryan Zimmerman and a little bit of Ivan Rodriguez. I mean, Ivan Rodriguez, that veteran catcher, I'm surprised he hasn't retired yet. I mean, he's coming to age where he just needs to start thinking about his future, if he's going to retire this offseason. I don't think he's going to retire. I think he still has 2 years left, maybe a year left in him, but I think it's coming to age with Ivan. So Jayson Werth is going to be probably, if he's to stay with the Nationals for all those 7 years, he could be the future of the Nationals. Our number 2 acquirement has to be Andy LaRoche. The number 2, Adam Dunn has left the squad, signed with the White Sox. He was Adam LaRoche was the hitter of the Arizona Diamondbacks last season. Yeah, I think he had a 2-home run game versus the New York Mets last season. I mean, he was really, really delicate for that team. The Arizona Diamondbacks just really signed a couple of their future stars. I mean, they had Henry Blanco, Xavier Nady. They could be future stars, but Henry Blanco's coming to age just like Ivan Rodriguez. And I just think that the Arizona Diamondbacks, they keep on mixing up the teams right now. But the Arizona Diamondbacks are going to be really, really much thinking about depending on their prospects this year. They still got Justin Upton. They still have to start out the outfielders, Upton and Chris Young. Gerardo Parra is still there. But I don't know where the Arizona Diamondbacks are going to go with that first baseman because Adam LaRoche is not there. Pretty much their home run hitter. So at times, Adam LaRoche can be a very successful hitter, and sometimes he can't. 2009, he spent with 3 teams. 2010, he signed with the Diamondbacks. He had a shocking 25 home runs and 100 RBIs with the Arizona Diamondbacks with a .261 average. I mean, he's going to come through the clutch for the Nationals this year. And guys, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Here is my projected batting order presented to you by MLB Baseball Blogs. At number 1, Danny Espinosa at second base. At number 2, Ian Desmond at shortstop. At number 3, Ryan Zimmerman at third base. At number 4, we got Jayson Werth in right field. At number 5, we got Adam LaRoche at first base. We got left field Rick Ankiel at number 6. At number 7, we got Nyjer Morgan. At number 8, we got catcher Ivan Rodriguez, and then you have that pitcher slot. So guys, I have to get going now. So tomorrow we have 3 teams coming. I'm pretty excited. I'm supposed to be having a dual commentary with the not Cincinnati Reds. What's his name? Reds fan Coop 1. Lost at the top of my mind because Cincinnati Reds 7-12, and you have Reds fan Coop. There's pretty much the same similarities. They both talk Reds stuff, so I think Reds is going to be coming up later, probably next week. So I'm probably going to be covering the next couple of days. I'm going to be covering 6 teams in 2 days. So I just really got to get picking up this speed on this, guys. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys have a great week.